Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis and Arundel County and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, March 3rd, 2021. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. I'll tell you, I am feeling the love from Annapolis today. On Monday night, we published an article about Carlester Smith's death, and so far, more than 37,000 people have read it, and that just goes to show me how much of an impression this man left on this community. To honor Carlester today, why don't we all pledge to pick up just one, two, maybe a lot of trash that we find on a local roadway? He'd like that. He really would. On Monday evening, Arundel County Police were called to the 7500 block of Baleen Court in Glen Burnie for a shooting. When they arrived, they discovered 35-year-old Robert Turner III of Curtis Bay suffering from what would ultimately be a fatal gunshot wound. Police were able to quickly develop a suspect and apprehended him, as well as two loaded weapons a short time later. He is identified as a 26-year-old Baltimore man and was charged with first and second-degree murder. Police don't believe there is any ongoing threat to the community, but are asking anybody with any information to contact them at 410-222-4731, or if you'd rather do it anonymously, 410-222-4700. Yesterday afternoon, Governor Hogan updated us on the Maryland COVID situation. He has hired former CDC Director Robert Redfield as the Senior Advisor for Public Health. Redfield was the CDC Director under President Trump and is originally from Maryland. Vaccinations are picking up, and the state is expecting 50,000 doses of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine this week, but the governor said that the state would not be receiving any additional Johnson & Johnson doses for 2 weeks. As for the mass vaccination sites, the one in southern Maryland at the Regency Furniture Stadium in Charles County is opening up on Thursday, a week early, and taking appointments now. The one on the Eastern Shore in Salisbury will open up by March 18th, and they have identified a site in western Maryland for a site at the Hagerstown Premium Outlets. The two in Baltimore, M&T Bank Stadium, and the Convention Center are chugging along and increasing capacity daily. Again, this increase in capacity is all predicated on actually getting the vaccines in our hands to be able to put them in our arms. If you forgot to return that book at the library and are fearful about the impending fine, worry not, my friend. Yesterday, County Executive Pittman and Library CEO Skip Auld announced that they are forgiving all outstanding fines and late fees. That's to the tune of about $368,000. In addition, they're doing away with fines and late fees entirely for everybody. Items checked out will be renewed automatically, and you will only be fined if the goods are not returned. There is a fact sheet linked on our article at eyeonannapolis.net, so you want to check that out. And this is great news for library lovers, as we all should be. More love for Annapolis. An anonymous donor cut a check to the Lighthouse Homeless Prevention Support Center that will go a long way. Joanne Matson, who is the executive director, said that the gift will ensure that our most vulnerable neighbors will receive food and basic needs. Oh, and that check, it had 6 zeros in it, none of which were to the right of the decimal point. A cool $1 million to the Lighthouse, and that is truly life-changing to so many people. And to the anonymous donor, if you're listening, thank you. And finally, some news from our friends at the Annapolis Town Center. They are opening up a speakeasy called the Emerald Club. Now, this is a legit speakeasy with the fancy cocktails, some good nosh, some cool jazz, a secret entrance, and even a secret location. It also will be limited to a very small crowd. It is a pop-up, and it is only around for 2 nights, March 12th and 13th. And I'm pretty psyched about this one. It sounds cool, and as I said, it is a true pop-up. It's not hanging around for very long. They also announced the arrival of the Easter Bunny and the Bunny Bungalow. It opens up on March 13th and rolls through April 3rd for COVID-safe photos with the bunny for pets and children. They will end the Bunny Bungalow on April 3rd with one of their incredibly popular drive-in movies. Up this time, appropriately enough, the movie is Hop. You can get all the details, tickets to the Emerald Lounge, reservations for your photo with the Easter Bunny, and tickets to the drive-in movie, all at visit atc.com. Again, visit atc.com. All right, that wraps up the news for us today. As always, thank you for listening, and if you are somewhere where you can leave a rating or a review, please do. And make sure you let your friends, family, and colleagues know about us. A quick thank you to the sponsors of this daily news brief, Solar Energy Services up in Millersville, and to the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company. Hang tight, we have George Young from DCMD VA Weather standing by with your locally forecast weather report. All of that gets underway in just 1 minute after we hear from Rick Peters from Solar Energy Services.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services, with your Clean Energy Minute. Does your home experience power outages? Or maybe you're concerned about energy resilience in general? If so, that's another great reason to consider clean, quiet solar-powered energy with battery backup. You may have heard residential solar adoption has rapidly increased during the pandemic for multiple reasons, and many homeowners, like yourself, are adding battery backup and electric vehicle charging to their solar projects. And with Maryland's residential energy storage income tax credit, along with the federal tax credit for batteries when paired with solar, the economics are quite compelling, and that secure feeling is even better. So whether you're looking for clean energy, energy resilience, or overall peace of mind with solar energy, we can help. To schedule a free solar design, call us today at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net. But hurry, sunshine's a-wasting.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMD VA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMD VA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMD VA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Wednesday, March 3rd. A nice, albeit cold, sunny day yesterday for the Annapolis region, and the sunshine theme should continue for the next several days, likely lasting into at least the early part of next week. Look for sunshine and PM highs in the 50s today, followed by more sun Thursday with temps near 50 for highs, though it will turn a bit breezy again as a frontal boundary moves through from the west. And then it's sunny and calm Friday through the weekend with highs in the mid-40s to maybe lower 50s in spots, with AM lows each morning today through the weekend in the upper 20s to mid-30s. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DC MD VA Weather. Make it a great day out there. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching DC MD VA Weather in the Apple or Google App Stores. And also be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And use our website each day by visiting DCMDVAweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company.
Hi, I'm Kristi Neidhardt. My team and I often get asked, is now a good time to make a move? The answer is absolutely. With interest rates the lowest they've been in nearly 50 years and inventory in high demand, now is the time to let us earn your trust. Whether you're looking to relocate, downsize, or find the home of your dreams, my team and I will guide you through the process and find exactly what you are looking for. Serving people is a passion of mine, and it's what my team does best. That's the Neidhardt difference.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-295-6579 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.